Hello, everybody. Just want to start off by saying apologize for the hiatus. Mental health has played a part in a lot of shit, but let's start this shit off right. Ladies, gentlemen, theys and thems, we have another episode of Talkaholic Junction, and I have a special guest, Caleb from Horror Suit. Damn,
Sloop
I
is
am fucked
crazy.
up. I know. Horror Suit, and also co-host of Scream. Go ahead, say what you gotta say, Caleb.
What's up, guys? I don't know what to say. I am who he says he is, as far as I'm concerned, as far as anyone else should be concerned. Yeah, mental health, huh, man? You've been down in the dumps, buddy.
Oh fuck yeah. I'm one of those ones, instead of asking for help, I'll try to figure it out by myself and then I'll shut down.
As you should. That's the
Yeah.
plight of man.
And the next thing you know is you wake up with 20 missed calls. Are you okay? Do you need help? Da 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 da. And then you just kind of, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Look, man, how do you think the cavemen did it? They just bottled it up and went in the corner because they didn't know how to speak to other people. They just grunted people. So like, what are you gonna do? That's
Oh
how we
fuck yeah.
evolve.
Fuck yeah. I was like, hey, a coworker. I was like, hey, you know what? Being a caveman feels like love. All you gotta do is sleep, eat, shit, and fuck.
That's true. That's true. They probably mixed them all together. I don't even how I always wonder how the first cavemen like figured out how to fuck. Like that seems very just invasive.
Yeah, it's just like the person that figured out about milking cows. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, that's crazy. Why you out here just pulling on cow titties? Like, I don't know. Did they not? They must have not seen cow titties in the way that we do now, which is, I don't know. I think most should see it as I don't want to do that. But like, yeah, whoever milked the first cow is weird. That's a
Oh,
weird
fuck it.
person.
They're like, hey, you know what? Let me suck this bitch real quick. Let me just,
Yeah, like I don't care what they figured out. They're weird.
fuck it. Hella weird. Hella fucking weird. Shit. But when it comes to this, I like to start off with a background, as in childhood, teenagehood. Like, tell me your life story right
Oh
off rip.
shit, we're getting deep. Okay, life story.
Yeah.
All right, you got to give me some pointers. Where are we starting with the life story? What do you want to know about the childhood?
Um, how was your brought up? Like, how was it as a kid? Family and all that.
Well, I guess for like context, I don't speak to most of my family anymore.
Yeah.
So didn't really like grow up the best. I don't know. I guess in a lot of ways I wouldn't say like the worst off in the world, but my parents not very great. My actual mother is a drug addict, so like I've
Mm.
never really known her. I haven't seen her since I was 2 or 3 years old.
Okay.
Um, my father was always around, and he he married a woman when I was probably about 3 years old. And then I was an only child. He married a woman when he was 3 years when I was about 3 years old. When he was 3 years old is crazy. And then I acquired some step siblings. So I have a stepsister. I have two stepbrothers, and then later on, there was an adopted stepbrother or an adopted brother that came into the picture, but not like as a child. Like he was adopted when he was like 15 or 16.
Okay.
So so yeah, technically four siblings, but yeah, never really knew my mother. Was always raised around my father and my stepmother, and yeah, I mean, growing up, it wasn't the best. Like I said, I don't speak to them anymore, so I obviously don't have a good relationship with them whatsoever. I'm still in touch with one of my stepbrothers. I would consider him like one of my best friends. Me and him are pretty close, but yeah, aside from that, I'm very close with my grandparents. So I kind of like went back and forth. I didn't always live with my grandparents. I lived with them for a few years in high school, but I spent a lot of time with them. So in a lot of ways, I would say like I was probably raised by them a little more so than my parents. I mean, I definitely lived with my parents and grew up with them the whole time. But again, I also learned how to drive with my grandpa. I feel like all the good life lessons I've learned and whatnot, like I've learned through like my grandpa and my grandma. So I'm very close with them, and that's that. I would say that's pretty much my family and my childhood life. I don't know. I grew up in a weird place. I grew up in Southern California, and I was actually just talking to my buddy Barry not too long ago about this, but we were like going over just things that happened at our schools and like just like the crazy jump that it was. I don't know. I don't know how it was where you lived. Did you? I'll go at it like this. We were talking about how like there was elementary school, and it's like if you have like I guess the order that we had, it was first grade to fifth grade, and then middle
Yeah,
school was sixth grade to eighth grade, high
same.
school, okay, ninth to 12. Okay, so we have like the same setup on that. Um, the jump from fifth grade to sixth grade was actually crazier than I realized than we all really realized it was. I guess I'm referring like we all as like me and my friend Barry, but I'm
Yeah,
talking about like our experiences. But like, yeah, the jump from fifth grade to sixth grade was like whiplash because I remember like everyone in fifth grade would be like, yeah, watch out for like drugs and stuff when you're going from middle school. Watch out for like, crazy things and like, drugs and alcohol and like, fighting and this, that, blah, blah, whatever. Like stay on the right path. And remember always thinking like, dude, sixth grade isn't gonna be that much, but it's like we went from like literally playing with toys at recess and whatnot to like first day of middle school that was like people bleeding, like fighting, like drugs everywhere.
hell,
And it's
yeah,
like I remember like lockdowns and stuff, and like people like bringing weapons to school, and like starting to hear about like actual like gang activity and just like everything else. It was like there would be middle school like sixth graders walking around with like full arm tattoos, like it was like just 3 months or 2 months ago, like before summer break. I was literally on recess, like out at recess, like collecting BBs, like different colored BBs, and like, hey, dude, this one's fucking cool, and like, having like a BB group with buddies where we would just find trash on the ground and be like, this one's a cool color. And now it's like, oh, I'm trying not to die in middle school.
yeah. Hell yeah, I feel it. I went to all boys school in middle school,
Okay,
so I most definitely get it. And at the same time, thinking about all boys middle school, fucking done with,
yeah. So was that
fucking
like a
done with.
private school kind of thing, or was this like a public all boys school? Like,
It was the first public all boys school in Louisville, Kentucky.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought like all like one gender schools was almost like exclusive to like private schools. Like I don't know. I don't understand the concept of a all one gender public school. That sounds crazy. How did that even
So
come about?
pretty much, it used to be co-ed. I think one was a high school, one was a middle school, and for some reason they were like, "Fuck it, let's put one gender in one, another gender in other, and say fuck."
Huh.
It was wild. That middle school is when I got my first fight.
Yeah, I mean for sure. I
Yeah,
feel
and
like I got in like the most fights in my life in middle school probably.
yeah, most definitely. It best way I could put it, going from co-ed elementary, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, fifth grade is kind of when shit kind of switched up for me because I became sexually active in fifth grade.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fucking wild as shit. I know. So fifth grade was kind of was like, damn, I don't know what this dick can do, but it can do something. It can do something. I don't fucking know what, but it can do something.
This thing got powers.
There's this substance in me. I don't know what to do with it. But
So
then,
was that like the first time you like jizzed or something, or like because I remember like wondering about my peanuts at one point and going like, all right, what do these things do? What are these things gonna get going? And like I remember like trying to jerk off once when I was younger, and like nothing came out. It was like when like you like you got like an air pump and you just pump it, it's just like a little like
yeah,
like, I remember that happening. I had like some kind of feeling, and I was like, that felt weird. It hurts. I don't know what's going on. And then I remember like one time like doing it later, and then something came out, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
see, I got super sensitive ass skin, and I tried that shit like around the end of fifth grade. I had an allergic reaction to the fucking lotion,
That's
and
hilarious.
I didn't know what the fuck to do. I kept it under wraps, but fifth grade was wild as fuck because I didn't know what to do with myself. But once I got in middle school, yeah, chronic masturbating. It was fucking over with. It was over with. I feel bad for my mom's. She'll fucking find my little gray underwear, little fucking Vaseline stains. Fucking done.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, because your parents are probably still doing your clothes.
Hell, hell yeah, bro. My pops, he loves telling us, yeah, your mama used to fucking wash your underwear and find the fucking KFC stains right in the fucking middle. He's like, oh shit.
Oh shit. Wait, so So when was your first fight in middle school? Like how did it come about?
So first fight in middle school was seventh grade year, and I was quiet as shit. I would say eighth grade year. Eighth grade year is when I went to a co-ed. That's when I kind of becoming a dickhead. But sixth and seventh grade year and everything behind that, I was quiet as shit. And motherfuckers try to fuck with you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And pretty much I remember I had my fucking book bag set up, I had my books, and this dude, I think his name was I can't remember. Some black dude with long hair, not dreads, braids. He had the Snoop Dogg braids.
Okay.
He came over and fucking kicked my shit and was like, "Pick it up, bitch." And I don't know what the fuck happened, but something snapped. I fucking stood up, shoved him to the fucking shelves of the books, and I just started beating his ass. And I started crying. I was beating his ass and crying at the same time.
That's real as fuck.
I was like, "Leave me the fuck alone."
Peak
And I
emotions and just like having to fight someone and not wanting to is hilarious. It's like you're just going into a new grade. You're like everything's going. You're like, holy shit, my dick works now. I'm angry now. I'm bored at school. All these things just going through your head. You're like, oh, I like girls now. I like people. You know, like I like what do I like? Maybe I like a boy. What's going on? It's like all
yeah,
these mixed emotions, and
yeah.
then just crying while you're punching this guy.
I'm just like, fuck you. Fuck you. I beat the shit up. I remember I left him with a bloody because the thing is I am stronger than a typical male. And I didn't realize that shit until I didn't realize that until adulthood. Like
Bro, you're like Lenny of Mice and Men. You don't know your own strength.
yeah. Because the thing is, like I played college football. So me, like I played football from elementary all the way up till college. So I'm used to people being able to bench 225. It is what it is. But once I got into the real life, oh yeah, I max out about 345. What the fuck? They look at me funny as fuck, like I'm a freak, and I'm like, "Nah, I thought that was normal shit."
Bro's a big boy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But at the same time, I gotta learn how to be a gentle giant sometimes, because when you don't know your own strength, you forget about shit sometimes.
Bro, you
You
just gave
forget.
me your Lenny story. It sounds like you killed this guy. Is he alive?
He's he's a he's alive, and I shit you not. I went to fucking ISAP for about 2 3 days, and next time I
Fuck
came
is
back into
ISAP?
class, ISAP is where they put all the students and we do our work, and we're looking at a fucking wall. Like there's a
So
wall in
that's
front of
so
you.
is that like detention in a way, or like what
It's
is
like it's in school detention. Yeah.
okay.
So I was there for about 2 3 days. Once I came back to class, he was like, "Hey man, I just want to say I'm sorry." You know, da da da. And every time I fucking see him, because Louisville is big but it's small. Every time I see him, yo, what up, dog? Da, 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 da. And it's nice to see you, man. He's fucking nice as shit.
No, that is how it goes. I have a similar story. Like I think this was the first kind of like conflict. I think there was like light ones before, but I think like the first like actual like conflict. And it wasn't even a fight, but like actual conflict that happened was this dude like it was this it's the weirdest thing. It was like this dude was like a gang of bullies. He had like an entourage with him, like he had
What
his
the
goons
fuck?
with him. But it was like this dude that was shorter than me, and I was short in middle school. Like I was tiny. So like he was like he probably wasn't like much shorter than me, but like dude, I was literally like one of the tiniest people in my middle school. Like
Yeah,
I'm not like insanely short now, I guess. Like I don't know. I mean, I think I get out of short king status, but I'm like teetering. You know, I'm like close to that level. But like back in middle school, like I was fucking probably like 4'8" or something. Like I was definitely can I say a midget? Yeah, I was one of those.
legally, yeah,
Legally is what I'm saying, you know, like legally. So, but yeah, this guy, he was like this tiny dude that looked like a rat and had spiky hair. Like he looked like Stuart Little.
shit,
And he had like, like the standard like Mexican dude spiky hair that you had in middle school, like all the foos had it.
yeah.
So, and he like came up to me with just like with his goons, he'd just be like, "Hey bitch, like what's going on? Like you fucking suck." Like just like saying like very stereotypical like movie bully stuff. Like and he would just walk up to me with his goons like every day or something, or like every couple days, he would just like talk shit and then just walk away and be like, "Hey, I fucking got you." And I'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And it went on for a long time. And then like one day he came up to me, like I remember it was like early in the morning. Like I usually didn't even see him then. He came with his goons. He was like, "Hey bitch, what's going on? Blah blah, whatever." And he like pushed me. And then like that was the first time he like actually ever touched me before. He was just like talking shit.
Oh
And I
shit.
had like I had that middle school rage, you know, and I punched him in the chest and he like I like knocked the wind out of him and he was like and then like him and his goons like scattered away. I was like, all right, and I was like, well, I guess this is maybe over. This is gonna be a thing. I don't know. And then later I'm hanging out with because I wouldn't see my friends anymore, and so that's usually when I was alone. And I was hanging out with my two friends at the time were these dudes Richard and Miguel. And I meet up with them and I'm like talking to them about it, blah blah, whatever. And all of a sudden they pop up, and then the little Stuart Little looking dude, he walks up to me, he's like, "Hey bitch, why'd you run away earlier?" Like, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "What are you talking?" And his goons were backing him up. They were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You guys were there. What are we talking about? Are we all in denial about what happened?" Like, and then they start like bullying us again, you know, like kind of like getting on us. And then my friend Miguel, he was like the emo kid that always wore a hoodie, and he like never spoke to anyone or like did anything, and he was like that kid with like a JanSport backpack that was like hanging down like under his ass because there was like every book in it, you know. He was one of those
Yeah.
kids that carried all his books, so he had like all these hard like books in there and like just like everything in his backpack. Like it was probably like fucking 30-pound backpack at least.
God damn.
Ridiculous. And we're sitting at like the PE area, and we're sitting on like just I don't know, some concrete steps, and Miguel tries to stand up, and the main Stuart Little goon, or I guess he wasn't the goon, the leader of the gang, he pushes Miguel down, and this is like the first time I'd ever seen Miguel mad in my entire life. And he immediately like I saw like the fire in his eyes. And he popped up and he grabbed his backpack off of his back, like slipped it off of his shoulder because actually no, he would always have it on one shoulder. So yeah, he slipped like that one shoulder off, like in one motion, had it in his hands, and like over his head, like swung it like straight down on this kid, and like hit him like in the face with it, and the kid like fell down, like landed on the ground, and just like looked distraught, like he just got hit by a brick.
He got hit. He most definitely got hit by a brick.
He
God damn.
basically did. And that was the last time they ever came up to us. Like after that, they never messed with us again. And I remember in high school, he like walked up to me a few times. He was like, "Hey, dude, how's it going?" I was like, "What the fuck are you talking to me for? Like, we're not cool." Like,
My God. You know what? That makes. Did you share this story in Horror Suit? Because I remember you, and was it the co-host was Kim?
maybe. I don't know.
Because
I
I
don't know that I've ever told this story before. Probably like
okay,
similar ones because I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff like that that I feel like I said, like me and my buddy Barry not long ago were just talking about how weird our high school and like middle school days were. Like there was just,
yeah.
and I feel like it was like I don't know. I know like a lot of people have bad high schools around, like you know it's different, but I don't know some of the stuff that we used to get into. Like I feel like I'll go other places and I'll tell people about it, and they're like that never happened around here. I'm
Oh,
like,
I
oh
feel
okay, so
that.
this was different. And
Hell
not
yeah.
that specific thing, but I don't know. We used to like I probably told the stories about like how we used to go to the mall and it would be like scene
And y'all
kids
got
and pretty boys at the mall.
hell because I remember because like I said, when I say I'm deep in it, because it's been a minute since I listened to the earlier episodes, but I remember something with the mall and getting drunk.
We did ecstasy at the mall. That was the thing
That's
that
what it was. That's
yeah,
what
before I ever drank or and I guess this still all goes into the same thing into my childhood and whatnot, but like
yeah.
yeah, early formative years, I think I was like 10, 11 when I first did
Oh shit.
ecstasy.
Whoa, whoa, wait, fuck.
Yeah, no, this was still in middle school. This was like in 7th grade, I think. And like I
Shit.
was always like I have a September birthday, so like I graduated when I was 17, like I was always like the lowest
Mm,
person in class.
okay.
So yeah, like in 7th grade, like I'm pretty sure I turned 13 after I started high school, like a few months after. So I'm pretty sure my freshman year I went into it when I was 12. Is that
Oh
right?
shit.
And then what, turned 13, turned 14, 15,
I
16.
well,
No, I
I
guess
got
okay, so I probably was turning 14 when when I was going into high school.
okay.
So, yeah. So yeah, I was like I was probably 11 then when I first did ecstasy, and that was yeah, that was just a thing that we did like back then. Like pe people would just go to the mall. It was like there was scene kids, there was pretty boys. They would all go to the mall on Fridays. We would hang out at Carl's Jr. Right around the corner from the mall, which is crazy. Like thinking of Carl's Jr. as a pop in place now is like such a crazy concept. Like I will you not catch me like with 20 people just like hanging out, walking all around a fucking fast food joint, just like
Yeah.
hanging out, doing drugs, doing whatever the fuck, like drinking at Carl's Jr. But that's what we would do. Like that was the spot. Um, and yeah, like we would just go there and do fucking ecstasy and pretty boys and like Scene kids would just be mingling with each other. The scene girls would date the pretty boys. The scene kids, like that's when I did like a pin drop in the middle of this store. Because like I don't know, there would be just like parties going on at stores and whatnot too. Like they'd just be playing like Soldier Boy and shit.
Hell yeah.
Like
So now you made me think, were we, because we're about the same age, aren't we? I'm
probably
28.
yeah, I'm turning 28 in like a month.
Okay, so we were going through the same shit at the same time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it sounds like it for sure. I mean, yeah,
Hell
this
yeah.
this is like when LimeWire was big, when you would download a
Oh
fucking
my God.
you would download a song on LimeWire and it would be like Rick Astley fucking Rick rolling you, or it would
Hell
be a
yeah.
Soldier Boy song. It was always a gamble. It was like, am I getting the song that I want, or am I getting Rick rolled, or am I getting a Soldier Boy song?
Oh fuck it. I remember I tried to download a fucking Lil Wayne album. Nothing but porn. Nothing
Oh
but
yeah,
porn.
yeah, that would happen too.
Yeah.
That would happen too.
Because what was it? LimeWire, and then it was Frostbite.
Yeah, yeah, I
That
forgot
was the
about
other.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
God
Yeah, those are the
damn.
good old days. Yeah, it's so weird just thinking of like what I was doing in middle school because there was one side of me, and I think by seventh grade was when I stopped doing it. But like in sixth grade, and like before that, like in middle or in elementary school up until middle school, I was making Club Penguin music videos like very consistently. Like that was like my intro to like doing anything like I don't know, just content wise, I guess. Like I
Yeah.
did, and I did pretty decent. I mean, some of them weren't too great, but like the editing was great. Like looking at how I rendered it and like everything too. Like I had like some editing stuff going on. Also, a lot of that stuff that I did then, I don't even fucking know how to do now. And it might not have been like amazing and like coherent, but like it was still like things that like I'm like, shit, I wish I still remembered how to edit those things. But
Hell yeah. Are those videos still up?
oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's still a
Oh damn.
Caleb Boy 52 on YouTube.
Oh shit. I'm gonna check that out later.
No, yeah, for sure. There's tons of them there. But yeah, there was like a DJ Laz. I think the best one I had was a DJ Laz Move Shake Drop, and that one has like I think like 37K or something. So like I got some
Okay.
views back in the day before like a lot of people unsubscribed over the years or whatnot, because it's just like I forgot the password at some point and I've never been able to get back into it.
Yeah.
But otherwise I'd still be posting some stuff on there. But yeah, thinking back in the day I had like 2,000 subscribers, so like I think I did well for myself as a elementary school Club Penguin video maker. But yeah, I think I stopped doing those at like the end of sixth grade. I think like going into seventh grade, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like this is little kid shit. Like I can't do this. And then by
Yeah.
seventh grade, I was doing ecstasy at the mall. So it was like, I don't know, the
Big ass
jump
jump.
from it's crazy. Like it's crazy thinking about that.
Hell, no, I get it. I get. See, Club Penguin, I got banned for using a hard R. I'm not gonna lie. I'm that type of person.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
I had accounts banned for like yeah, I think people at the time when Club Penguin was popping, they had like admins that would watch videos too. And like
Yep.
if your video was like slightly big or something and like you cussed in a video, I guess, like you said a curse word, like I would say like because I would just say whatever lyric was in the was I would copy it from Google and just like paste it in like and just like go around like that pretty much like and if there was any like curse word like if they saw me saying fuck in a video or something it would like I remember getting banned and I was like, what the fuck did I do? It was like right after I bought a membership and I was crashing out very hard.
Oh fuck. I don't blame you. See, my parents they didn't buy a membership, so I just kept making new ones, new
It,
emails, new stuff. Like,
yeah, that's what I did too. It was the one time that I got a membership. I like saved up money for like a year
oh
membership and I
shit.
made like a family member like buy me a card for it and then I got it and literally not like a week later I was banned and I was like heartbroken, devastated.
My God.
But yeah,
Fuck.
okay. So I guess as for timeline and everything,
That's
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 that's a lot of middle
childhood.
school. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now, high school was anything different, or was it kind of the same?
No, high school was a crazy jump too. It was like, okay, like I was already doing drugs and doing weird shit back in middle school. And then in high school, it was like, okay, now there's like actual like we had race wars in high school. Like I remember
Whoa, whoa.
like I remember one of my first days in like ninth grade, there was like a full school lockdown because like someone had like a fucking gun or something. Like there were people fighting everywhere. Like I remember first day I see like fucking five fights, like and like crazy fights, like people beating the shit out of each other, people pulling out like weapons and shit too, and like fucking each other up. Like yeah, I remember lockdowns immediately because there would be like people showing up with guns. There would be like gang activity, people going against each other. There was like quite literally like a race war within like my first couple weeks. It was like literally Mexicans and blacks just fighting each other. Like it
Yeah.
was, I don't know, it was just crazy shit, like shit that like just sounds like insane movie stuff that like I really
Like
didn't. sit and think about for a long time until I look back on it. And I was like, oh no, this was literally a thing that was happening.
That sounds like some prison shit, Loki.
No, yeah, it was
Like
like honestly going to high school, where we did like it felt like prison in a lot of ways.
shit.
It was crazy. Like I remember literally like waking up some mornings and like trying to figure out any way to like ditch school or like go somewhere. Like sometimes I would ditch school because I was like, I think if I go, I'm gonna die today. Like it just does not sound safe at all. Like I don't know, our schools were crazy. But yeah, I went to that specific school, like all of that was going on. I went there for 2 years, and then I actually got like it was like expelled, but technically like suspended for a year.
Yeah.
Because of like some complicated, it was weird, but some weird complications. But essentially got expelled from there, and then I went to a continuation school after that. And oddly enough, that continuation school was way better. Like I remember getting like a few things. Like I don't know, there was one dude who was just like hated me for no reason, just like fucking staring at me in class. Like
What
we
the
ended
fuck?
up fighting just because he kept like just staring at me weird. And then like I don't know, I was angsty teen, and I just like looked over, I was like, the fuck's going on?
What the fuck's
Like
up, bro?
yeah, exactly. Like what's up, dude? What's up, fucking bro? Um, but yeah, aside from that, like not really much happened there. I feel like that was pretty lax for the most part. Did find out like years later that our principal did get arrested for being an actual pedophile. So like
Whoa, whoa, what the
there was,
fuck? Like,
yeah, there was still weird stuff going on everywhere. But yeah, no, he was like molesting like kids at the school that we went to.
what the fuck?
So yeah. That was
That's
pretty
fucking
crazy. Yeah, one of our another teacher at that school too. He was always like he would just go into class, he would sit down, he would put his headphones in, and he would just like give everyone a packet, and he'd just be like, "Yeah, just do your stuff," and didn't care what you did. And it was because he was literally fucking blasted every day. Like he would come in there like high as fuck or drunk as all hell, and he would just sit there with his glasses on and his headphones in, and just like lean back in his chair and do nothing. And one day he didn't show up for class, and one of the kids ended up looking him up, like just looking up his name on Google, and it popped up. It was like, teacher, I can't remember his name, but it was like teacher arrested. He was caught in a hotel room with like 25 male and female prostitutes, tons
whoa,
of cocaine and
whoa,
alcohol. And I was
shit,
like, oh, okay, this
shit.
dude was caught up in a coke orgy.
My
Like,
God. I mean, he ended with a bang, but fuck.
no, for sure. Like, I want to know what that charge. I never, I don't remember if we ever followed up on that or like found out what came of it. But I mean, we never saw him again. He lost his job after that. He was gone. But like, yeah, like he didn't just get caught with some shit. Like he got caught doing some crazy shit. That dude was partying harder than anyone.
Not gonna lie, that sounds like a Diddy party. Just with women,
Yeah,
but
no, for sure. Like
that's
he
what it sounds
definitely
like,
got
low key.
arrested in a Diddy party. It's kind of crazy. Like he was doing it was a freak off, 100%.
Coke and 25 male and female prostitutes is wild as
It
shit.
was fucking insane. Yeah, I remember, and everyone like immediately was like, right when they would hear the story, they're like, "Oh, a teacher just got arrested." Everyone knew who it was immediately. They were like, "It had to be this guy, right?" Like,
Oh, it's most definitely this motherfucker right here. Yeah.
that was crazy. But I had some really cool
Fuck.
teachers there. The other school before that too, there was also one PE teacher who she was a giant jackass. Like she was just so uptight and crazy. And then she also ended up getting arrested for also molesting kids at the school. And yeah, it came out that she was like a ex like drug addict, stripper, and like stuff and whatnot.
And
Obviously, I'm not
she,
saying like strippers are terrible or drug
whoa.
addicts are terrible, blah, blah, whatever. But in the context of she went on to molest people and whatnot, it's just kind of like, yeah, she ended up like just with a crazy backstory, and it was like I just like a backstory that like I when I say stuff like that, it's like I don't get how she got the job to begin
Yeah,
with. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like that's really what I'm getting at.
That's what I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. They're not gonna
Yeah,
hire nobody like this as a teacher.
crazy, crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, my high school experience definitely weird. Every time I got like, I was always getting the reason I got like expelled and whatnot was just like for having weed or selling weed at school, like
Yeah.
something like that. You know, like one time I remember I gave my friend some Adderall. Like on a spring break, and then he took it, just he like never took it, and then he took it to school like weeks later, I think, to like brag or something. And then he got caught with it, and then he told, when they asked him, like when they pressed him, he snitched on me when he went to a different school in the city. Like he told them my name and what school I went to. And I remember I got like called into the office and they searched me, and I just happened to have like a fucking like dime bag of weed or something on me. And then I got like essentially they were gonna expel me, but then they took me in and they were like they determined that because I had ADHD and I hadn't medicated myself for it in a
Yeah.
while, that I was medicating myself with marijuana. This was when I was like 15 or 16 or something, and that was actually deemed a thing by like, I don't know, the fucking school council, the Apple higher ups at the school, like the geniuses of the high school. Yeah, I don't know. That was like, and it wasn't like just at that school. It was like the board, the board of fucking education or
Oh
whatever.
damn.
Like, yeah, that's what they determined, which I remember like I went in that meeting with my father and we both walked out and we were like, what the fuck just happened? Like they just said that I'm not expelled, but I'm suspended for a year. And the reason that I'm not, because the whole thing was that if I got expelled, I was going to be expelled from the entire district and I was going to have to go to a school like in a different city.
It okay. That makes
So
sense.
like yeah, so they decided that I wasn't expelled, I was suspended for a year, and they literally said like it was like on paper, it was like yeah, due to marijuana use, this, that, blah blah blah, whatever. I also got suspended once for and I remember being an edgy teen, and honestly, this guy deserved it. But like I he like I got like a B plus on a paper, and then like after class, he pretty much like met up with me. And he was just like, yeah, so you did good on this one, you've been doing better, blah blah. But he was like, he basically said like I don't like you. Like you piss me off, so I'm gonna fail you on this. And I and I was like, "Are you?" I was like, "Did you just say that like out loud? Like that's crazy energy." And I was like, no, you're not doing that whatsoever." And he was just like, "Yeah, well, blah blah blah." Just like I don't know, just said some weird passive aggressive stuff. But quite literally, he said he was gonna fail me because he didn't like me. So I told him to suck my dick, and then I like flipped him off when I left. And I remember being an edgy teen and like keeping that paper and like putting it up on my wall in my room because like the whole report of it said like Caleb said, quote, fuck you and
Suck
unquote,
my dick.
quote, suck my dick, unquote. So yeah, I don't know. Those are like those are my high school years, pretty much.
Shit. God damn. That fuck. Before we get into the adulthood,
Mm.
I'm gonna edit music into this shit, and I'm an unedited podcast. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So we're gonna put music into this. I'm about to go take a piss break.
Oh, that's perfect. I need another beer.
Oh, say less. Be back in a second.
Bet.
All right. Not a beer. My fucking cat pissed
Oh shit,
on the
that's
fucking cat.
brutal.
Yeah. So I gotta fucking towel down, clean it up, just put some shit down. I love this bitch, but goddamn,
How many cats you got?
I just got one.
You
Love
got
her.
one.
She's 5. Her name is Kiwi, but she can be a bitch.
No, I feel that. I got a cat with my house. Bought my house and it came with a cat, and he was my first cat, and then now I have three.
Oh shit. See, I would get another cat, but the where I'm living is too small. Too small.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like I said, she's a bitch. I got enough. I'm smooth on it.
See, my first cat's perfect. So like when I was getting another cat, I was very skeptical about it because I was like, my dude, he does nothing. Like he's very sweet, he's very loving, he's around all the time, but like he doesn't do anything annoying, Like he'll jump up on the counter, that's really it. But like, and if I'm eating some steak or salmon, he's like, he'll try to grab it. Like he'll put his paw on me and
Yeah.
like try to ask for some, but he's very polite about it. Like he's the best cat ever. So I got two
Fuck yeah.
more. And one of them was crazy for the longest time. My girl cat, Kira, she was absolutely fucking insane. Like she was a demon. And then she ate the tip of some baby bottles one day. She almost died. It was very bad. It was like
Shit.
a lot. I had to spend $3,000 for surgery.
Ooh, fuck.
So it was pretty tough. But it was a very scary moment. But after that, like I thought she was just gonna go back to being insane again. Somehow calmed her down. I don't know how she calmed down at me. I didn't think she was gonna learn a lesson because she has like those crazy cat eyes where you look into it and you're like, oh,
With
there's
her
nothing
big as
back.
fuck.
Yeah, you're like, there's nothing back there. You're like,
Yeah.
she's the sweetest thing in the world, but I'm like, she's dumb as hell. But also, I don't think she's as dumb as I thought she was. Like, she's actually been proving herself over
Yeah.
time. But right when she stopped being crazy, my other cat, Zombie, he was very calm, and now he's fucking insane. Like, he's fucking with everything all the time. I can't put anything ceramic or glass anywhere. Like, I can't like put something somewhere because he loves to walk up to stuff, just look at it and slap it down. So he's broken a lot of stuff, a lot of things of mine.
Yeah.
And they were chewing on cables for a while. They've pretty much calmed down from that now, but there was a few times where I was like sitting at my computer desk gaming or something or like editing something. And like I remember one time specifically, I was playing a game with a couple friends, and all of a sudden I heard like the audio crackle, and then it went out, and I was like, "What the fuck's happening?" And Kira was asleep on my lap, and then I looked down, and she was all of a sudden awake, and she completely chewed through my headset cable. And
God
I was
damn.
like, motherfucker, like there's no way you just did that laying on my lap. I was so pissed.
It'd be like that with her. See, so the shit you saw me pouring out was leftover beers.
Yeah.
So she gave me a reason to clean up, but still, it's gonna smell in this bitch for a minute.
All right, so as we're moving into adulthood, what is your what did you used to drink when you were young? When did you start drinking? What were you drinking when you were younger and what do you drink now?
So I'm a good old Kentucky boy. I'm not gonna lie. Started off with fucking chewing tobacco. I know that's not drinking, but chewing
You're
tobacco.
like that comes before the drinking.
Yeah, it started off with chewing tobacco, and then I think my first, not think, no, my first fucking taste of liquor was moonshine.
Okay, Kentucky boy.
Yeah, so I went to a fucking party, and so I went to a private school for 2 years,
Hmm.
and I had a scout. Let's just say this: I was good at football.
Okay.
They were paying probably what is 2-3 thousand a year for
Okay.
private school,
Oh
which
yeah.
ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
And
How much does private school cost?
private school costs like almost as much as college.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like we have Trinity and St. X there in Assumption,
And you
presentation.
still just get the same high school diploma at the end, right?
Exactly,
That's
exactly,
crazy. That's
exactly.
a scam. That's a
Yeah,
fucking scam.
that's why I went for 2 years, went right back to public.
Yeah.
But I went to a party. It was after homecoming. Pulled out moonshine. I was like, "Hey, Carlos, take a sip." I was like, "Fuck it." Took a sip, and I was like, "Give me another sip." That bitch burnt. It burnt. That motherfucker burnt.
I had
Felt like
moonshine
jet
early
fuel.
on too. I had it like it was like one of my dad's friends or something like that. He was like, "Here,
Yeah,
try this," and I was like, "Holy shit! Like, what is happening?"
like it punches you in your fucking chest plus more.
Okay, so we don't need to go into all of it because obviously that would be a whole story. But give me like a brief overview. Like, what was your childhood like? What's your like relationship with your family and whatnot? You have siblings?
So I am number 7 out of 9.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
You have
I'm number.
siblings.
I got siblings. Yeah. So best way I could put it, I am the. It shows on the outside, but when I'm home alone, it's different. My parents picked up on that, but I'm the happy-go-lucky sibling. And somebody put it this way: I guess I'm the golden child, but I hate using that fucking reference. But I'm the one that's kind of like, oh, he's fucking amazing. He's always happy. He's this, that. But then behind closed doors, it's the fucking opposite. I don't feel that type of way.
Yeah,
But
I feel you, man.
yeah, but typically, I guess best way I can put it, I'm not saying I'm better than my siblings. I'm not saying that at all. But typically, I
No,
am the
I
one
am.
that,
You're the
yeah.
one. You're that guy. I don't know them. Fuck those guys.
God damn.
Fuck them.
Because when it comes down to it, like, we're all different. Like, we got the older sister. And of course, older sister's always going to be the favorite.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And
yeah,
then,
first girl in the family. It's kind of like
yeah.
it writes itself.
Oh, hell yeah. We got older sister. Then it goes older brother. And then after older brother, another older sister. And after older sister, it goes older brother. He's a bodybuilder now. He just got his pro card. And then it goes older brother, older sister. Am I doing this right? I don't give a fuck.
I like
Anyways,
how we have information about none of them except for one of them's buff as fuck.
yeah, I mean, the older sister, she best way I could put it is she's the go-to. As in, she's always gonna have your back. I mean, most of the siblings gonna have your back, but she's the one, like if something seriously is going down, I'm gonna go to.
Yeah.
Because that's number one. Like we kind of do the number thing. I ain't gonna lie.
So what you said you're the seventh?
Yeah, I'm the seventh.
So in order of youngest or oldest?
I'm number 7 of youngest, as in there's two under me that are younger.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're one of the
the
first ones in there.
yeah. So it goes. So my dad had kids before my mother,
Uh,
and then my mother had one kid before my dad, and then I am the first child between my parents.
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. And then there was what, like five after that?
three. It's me,
Three.
my younger
Okay.
sister, younger brother, and then the
Okay.
rest of them were made before my parents got together.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
So, but at the end of the day, love every single one of them. Do I talk to him all the time? No, but still nothing but love. Nothing but love.
Yeah, that's fair. I
And
mean, that's how it is. Like I said, like I consider like the one brother I still talk to, like one of my best friends, but like we don't talk like all the time. We'll send each other like dumb memes and shit, or like like catch up like every so often. But like
yeah,
I go over to California, like I say at least a couple like 2, 3 times a year on average. So like every time I go down there, like I'll literally call him like as I'm on my way home from the airport, and like he usually doesn't even know that I'm gonna be around, but I'll just call him and I'll just be like, hey, I'm coming in town right now. Like, what are you doing? And like half the time he'll show up over to my grandparents' house before I even get there.
yeah. I most definitely get that. Not the grandparents, but the
Yeah, yeah,
sibling.
yeah.
I most definitely get because when it comes down to it, my childhood it wasn't amazing. Wait, let me because my dad listened to this, and I'm going to be honest about it. It wasn't.
Fair.
It wasn't fucking phenomenal, but it wasn't the worst. It was right there. My parents did their best, and as I get older, I'm like, they did their best. It is what it is, and I love the fuck out of them. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
and when it comes, I had a good childhood. I would say I have a good childhood. Like I said, it was nothing but football, music, and that's about it. And about
Yeah.
music, I'm not gonna lie to you. You have great taste in music. Fucking Pierce the Veil, Dance Gavin Dance, fucking phenomenal. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, no, we actually posted dance. I think that's how I like knew that I was gonna fuck with you because we posted Dance Gavin Dance tickets that we got in like separate areas like at the same time. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, I was like, I would have pulled up to that one like if I knew you were going there.
Oh fuck it. See what's crazy about the concert? Oh my fucking god! I met a couple. They were cool as shit, but the boyfriend was trying to have me fuck his girlfriend. It got weird as fuck. It got weird as fuck.
I know how that goes, my friend.
He was just like,
We'll talk
"This
after.
man," because I thought he was joking. He was like, "You can fuck my wife," and I was like, "Oh, ha ha ha." And then after the concert, no, really, you can fuck
He
my
was like, no,
wife.
like, hey, do you want to fuck my
Yeah,
wife?
yeah. I was like, "Hey, yo, yo,
That
yo."
sounds like a typical Dance Gavin Dance show.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, everything was smooth. Because what's his name? The lead vocalist Tilly. He fucked everything up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because
I mean, Dance Gavin Dance is nothing. They're they're very privy to losing their front man. I mean, it's happened a lot. It's fucked around, but yeah, I mean, Johnny Craig fucked up. Kurt
yeah,
Travis, he didn't do anything. I'm not even gonna lie, like he didn't do shit. And then Tillian fucked up, and now they're just like on the Andrew lead. And like I fuck with Andrew. I've seen them a few times now. I think I've seen them 2 or 3 times now with Andrew as a lead,
yeah.
and I fuck with it. I think he does Johnny Craig songs very well. Like really, really good actually. I was actually very surprised. He's been getting better and better at it. Like I think he did Times New Roman
Okay.
at the last show, and I was like, dude's actually kind of killing it. But I think he does Tillian songs. Sorry, Andrew, but terribly. I don't think it's good at all. I think Kurt Travis would be a happy medium, personally.
You know what? I agree. I most definitely agree. And when you went to Dance Gavin Dance, was home? What is it? Was home team there? The home team?
Yes, it was the home. Yeah, I'm not gonna
The home
lie,
team.
dude. I didn't like any of them.
Are you for real?
No, I think the home team was the one that I liked a little bit more. There was someone else on the tour as well that I didn't like at all. They did Uneasy Hearts with Dance Gavin Dance, and he
That's
was
the
kind
home
of just
team.
like, was that the home? Was that the
Yeah,
shorter dude with the long hair?
that's the home team.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, he was pissing me off the entire time because he was just wailing in the middle of Uneasy Hearts, and it was like adding nothing, but it was just like every so often he was just like, I was like, all right, what's happening right now? I was very annoyed.
No, I get it. I get. He didn't do that here in Louisville. He sung it the way it needed to be sung here in
hmm
Louisville.
I
And
wish
then
I got
who?
that.
Because who was it? Who sings Browser's Castle?
Is that one?
Bellevue? No.
Oh, that
Bell.
was that other fucking band. No, I think that was the
Yeah.
dude that hopped up on stage with them. I think it was the
They
fucking Bellevue guy or
switched.
whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Are you for what
I
the
think
fuck?
he hopped. I think the front man from that band hopped up. I don't think it was the home team because I think I
Oh,
remember liking because the home team. I'm pretty sure they were higher up on the roster, and I think they performed like right before Dance Gavin Dance. And I think
yes.
I liked them a little more. Some of their songs were pissing me off. Some I liked. But yeah, no, I think it was the Bellevue guy that went up and he was like just wailing in the middle of Uneasy Hearts. And I was like, all right, get this fucking dude off stage.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Because the home team dude has the vocals for uneasy,
Yeah.
but the dude from if it's Bellevue, I'm not going. I don't know the band like that. Bellevue,
Yeah, I didn't know
him,
them at all before.
he's cool, but for a song like fuck no, fuck no, fuck
They were
no.
doing weird dances too the whole time, and I wasn't liking it, but it's okay.
God damn, that was a bird. But no, I get it. I most definitely get it. But let's get into the juicy shit. When it comes
Okay, what do you
down
want to
to
know,
it,
brother?
so when I first heard about you was from a Morbid episode. It's when they put
Okay.
Scream on a Morbid episode. I can't remember
Yeah,
what
yeah.
movie it was, but once I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta listen to this dude. This shit's fucking fun. Because you're unhinged just like I
Was it? It
is.
had to have been Jennifer's Body, right?
Maybe,
Because I don't. I'm
maybe.
trying to think if there's another. I mean, I've done episodes with them a bunch, so I know like I've done some true crime episodes around. But I can't remember. I think we might have done another movie like on Morbid before, but the only one I can remember right now is Jennifer's Body.
That might have been what it is. All I know is I love the fucking energy.
Was it
I'm gonna
me
just say
and
that.
Bree, or was it like?
It was no, it wasn't a horror soup episode. It was a Scream episode. It was you and
Oh.
it was you and Ash before Elena hopped on, I believe.
So close. So originally, the show was me and Elena, and
Oh,
then
you and Elena.
Ash ended up hopping on around like she did like three episodes in a row with us, and then at the end of one of them, she was like, "I kind of want to just hop on the show."
Yeah.
It's funny actually. The original plan was to have Ash on the show. We were
Oh,
actually, yeah, originally we were all gonna do it together. I don't think I've ever told the story anywhere actually, but we were originally all going to do it together, but Ash was just really busy at the time and she was like doing other things and she was just like, yeah, I don't know if I can hop on this. So that's why it was me and Elena in the beginning. And then yeah, we ended up doing a few episodes with Ash because Ash was just like she just kept asking to be on. She was like, "Hey, I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
come like do an episode with you guys." So we did a few with her, and then at the end of one, she was like, "Should I just hop on this?" And we were like, "Yeah, dude, like hop in." So that's how that ended up happening. And yeah, I think that was around like episode like 12, 13. I think she hopped on after. I think it was at the end of the Jack Frost episode.
Okay. Because I remember you had your intro music and then you just popped in Elena. No, in Ash.
And Ash.
And I was just like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
see, that was the reasoning for that too, because we had the original. We got Ethan Hurt to make
yeah.
our intro music, which love that guy. He's hilarious. He's been on Horror Soup once. Chaotic guy. That episode was insane. I've definitely got complaints about that episode before because me and him were just going off and saying whatever. And that guy he's like I mean, he made Class of Nukem High. What was that? The late 70s, early 80s. I think early 80s, or actually maybe even late 80s. Was that around 88? I can't even
I
remember
want
when
to say
Class.
something in the 80s. Something in the 80s.
Yeah, I
Because it
can't even
comes off like
remember.
what is it? Avenger? Toxic
86.
Avenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was a couple years after Toxic Avenger, if I remember right. But yeah, I've always had a great love for those movies and yeah, Class of Nukem High specifically, like I don't know, I always loved the intro music for that. So when we were thinking about, well, when we were like planning the show, that was actually who I suggested, and he was oddly enough, he was the first guy that we reached out to, and he answered, and we made it. I remember getting on a FaceTime with him, like when I was actually out in LA hanging out with my cousin. We were getting like ramen in the morning, and then he hit me up, and then we hopped on a FaceTime and we talked for like I don't know, like 30 minutes or so and we were just talking about like horror movies and like like him doing Nukem High and whatnot. And he was just talking about trauma a little bit, and then we just started talking about like regular life stuff, and we were just like joking around, whatever. And yeah, we pretty much always kept in touch and made that music, and it was really good. And he was the first guy that we reached out to, got it done, and then Ash popped on, and I didn't want to get rid of it. I didn't want to like make anything new, so I was like, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna
And
say and
Ash.
Ash at some point. It's worked out well.
Hell yeah. So when it comes down to podcasts, how did you start Horror Suit? Because I know when it started up, it was the movies and it was true crime, but you stopped the true crime. But how did
Yeah,
everything kind of,
yeah,
start up?
yeah. No, bro, you got your information on lock. You know what's up. Yeah. So when the podcast first started, I'd actually only figured out about podcasting like probably like 3 or 6 months before, like
Okay.
not long before we started one. Like I know I'd heard the name before and I knew they existed, but I didn't even know like what the concept of podcasting was. Like I didn't know that it was basically just like which how I explain it like ever since is like an internet radio show, I guess. It's pretty much just the
Yeah.
radio but modern times. And when I found that out, I was like very not interested in it at all. I was trying to listen to some podcasts and I was like, all right, let's see what these things are about. I hated all of them. I started, I think, trying to listen to I think that's what I think immediately I looked up like true crime and horror podcasts and I was just like, what's out there. And I remember listening to a bunch of stuff, and it was all just like monotone people talking about true crime, just very straightforward, just like kind of like AI before AI in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just sounds like people are just reading out facts and just talking about shit, which like is fine, like that's fine in some scenarios, but I hated it. I thought it was absolutely terrible. And then I found Last Podcast on the Left, and I was like, all right, these guys are sick as fuck. Like they're talking about the facts and whatnot. They're still not disrespectful of these people, but they're telling jokes mainly about like the killers and about like, stupid things about them. And like, yeah, they might joke about other stuff, but like it's never in the vein of like, we don't respect these victims. We don't respect these people or anything. Like we're just making fun out of a shitty situation and kind of in a way.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. And then not long after I found the horror show, which is really, I would say, the only other horror podcast that I've really ever thoroughly enjoyed. Like there's definitely a few others that I found like since that I've been like, okay, yeah, this is pretty sick. And like some people that I've done shows with that I very much enjoy. But in the beginning, definitely like the first few years into podcasting, like there were really all that I would listen to. Um, and then I found Morbid, and did I lose you?
Down to here.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
lag for a second. Sorry.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then I found Morbid, and that pretty much like I feel like that kind of filled my trifecta of like what I liked in podcasting. Like I really liked the raunchiness of Last Horror or Last Podcast on the left. I really liked Sean and Joe on the horror show, I really like them because they really spoke about horror movies in the same way that I felt like me and my best friend Bree would talk about horror movies. Because pretty much what we would do, we would just be hanging out on a weekend or something, or like after work or whatever. We would be drinking beer and we would just talk about horror movies that we've watched. Um, and that was pretty much all we did, like all the time, like forever. Like we would just talk about horror movies like all day, just drink beer and just joke around about stupid shit that happens in them. And then I found the horror show, and they pretty much like they would say a lot of the same things that we would say when we were just like, joking around and stuff and doing whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. That was kind of like when I realized that you can make a podcast that isn't monotone and isn't just like to run of the mill, like, hey, we're doing this, blah, 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 whatever. Like, you could actually just fuck around and say whatever and talk about stupid things that happen in horror movies, even if it's just like a one off, like one character makes a weird voice at some point.
Yeah.
It's just like it just says something just says something odd, like you can just call out stupid shit. Um, and then I found Morbid, and that was kind of like that same thing, but for true crime. They just stuttered like crazy. Um,
You good.
and yeah, after that, pretty much it's just kind of like me and Bree would just hang out. We would drink beer, we would talk about horror movies, and then one night we were doing just that. And I was like, "Hey, you want to start a podcast?" She was like, "The fuck is that?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't really know much either, but seems like it's something where you just we could just talk about horror movies and just fuck around and just we'll do what we're doing right now, but we'll record it and then put it out." And then yeah, that's pretty much how I started podcasting. It
Gotcha,
wasn't,
guys.
yeah, it wasn't like a huge buildup or anything, but we did start like, I don't know, that was, I think it was April of 2018.
So
And,
right before COVID. Yeah.
yeah, 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 because what, March 2020? Yeah.
Yep. I got kicked out
Yeah.
the dorms.
Yeah, so it was not long before, and that was an interesting time too, because it was like, that was right when we started to like get bigger. And like, like it was, I don't know, it was honestly like, we did better numbers immediately than I ever thought we would. We both had like, I don't know, we grew up again, like just the area we grew up in, everyone knows each other in our city, like to an extent. Like it's a big city, but it still feels like everyone knows each other. It's like it just all kind of connects. It's like, I don't know, like 350,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so a lot of people, but like it's still just I don't know. Everyone went to some school and everyone like partied with each other or like did something at some point. Like we used to all go to like house shows back in the day, just like backyard shows, where people were like there was a lot of punk music. a lot of metal, a lot of ska. Like ska was huge back in like high school and whatnot. So we all kind of knew each other from that. So like I don't know, I feel like a lot of people like from that would check out the show, and then it did get spread around. Like we did work really hard spreading it around at first, and then pretty early on was when Elena actually messaged me. She like she replied to something that I posted on Twitter one day, and then we just started talking, and like we all just like I don't know, like again, like the reason I started listening to Morbid in the beginning, like it was like the horror show and Morbid specifically. I related to them a lot in like different ways, but like I felt like we were like in a lot of ways like the same people, just like
Yeah.
different sides of life. And yeah, me and Elena started talking, and then me and Ash got like really, really close. Like, I mean, they're both I consider very much some of my best friends like in the world now. But yeah, we just got like really close early on. We started like collaborating with each other. The show started was doing well before that. Definitely did a lot better after that. And then COVID happened. And then I feel like that's when like we went like really hard on just like, collaborating with people and like, just doing other stuff and like just trying to get it out there. And I don't know, we were pumping out a lot of episodes back then too. We were pumping out like at least 1 to 2 episodes a week. I remember like in October, like we went hard and we did like 2 full-length episodes like every week. And then we were still like collaborating with other people, and we were putting out like a bunch of Twilight Zone episodes on Patreon. We were trying to do, I think we did those multiple times a week too. Um, we were just really pushing the show everywhere. Like I would every like we pretty much just had a thing where like everyone we would come across in like real life or like otherwise, we would just slip the podcast in the conversation at some point,
Yeah.
give them a business card, do whatever. But just like we'd just be like, hey, we have this podcast. And yeah, it ended up working out. And it's fun stuff, Fun stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And one thing I noticed about you and your podcast, you love Thanksgiving.
I do love Thanksgiving. That's my favorite holiday in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I think in some ways even over like Halloween, I really love Thanksgiving. Like and I
Yeah.
love I there's not a lot of Thanksgiving horror movies out there, but all the ones that do exist are my favorite.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, Blood Rage, fucking that other one. There's another blood one with a chicken dude.
Yeah. And it, what
I
is
think
it?
that's Blood
Pilgrims.
Feast, maybe. Oh yeah, Pilgrims is funny too. That one fucking sucks, but it's pretty funny. Turkey 100 will stick with me for the rest of my life.
My God. Because I'm not gonna lie, because of the podcast, me and my homegirl, we went on a marathon. So every time the older episodes, we'll listen to it and then we'll watch the movie. But Thanksgiving was the one where she lost her shit. She fucking loved it. She fucking loved it.
The reactions for Thanksgiving are crazy because like it's half and half every time. I'll show it to someone and they'll be like, "This is fucking incredible! Like this is the best thing ever." And I show it to other people and they're pissed. Like people get so mad when I put that movie on. If you invite me to a function, just know that I'm putting Thanksgiving on, like
Hell yeah.
100% of the time.
Because I remember one time I watched it, faded as shit, and I was like, you know what? This movie's fucking amazing. I fucking love this shit. God damn it. The turkey's wearing the fucking father's skin. We love this shit.
It's so good. There was one time that me and James started doing an episode where like I was just reciting Thanksgiving like word for word, like from beginning to end. We ended up scrapping it. Looking back on it, I really wish we did it because like we started doing it because I was like, that's a funny idea. Like that's stupid. Like it's dumb as hell.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
pretty much see how much I can recite of the movie because the thing is we want to do Thanksgiving a third time because I think we've done it 2 times on Horror Soup. Done it 2 times on Scream, I think, or maybe once. I don't remember if I forced them to do it a second time. I think I made a joke of it and then I like swapped it up at the end. Um, I definitely like that wasn't even just a joke for the show though. That was a joke for Ash and Elena. I didn't tell them until like a week or so later that we were doing a different movie. Like I waited as long as I possibly could because I wanted them to think we were doing Thanksgiving again. But then we were gonna do it on Horror Soup, and I thought it'd be funny to just like recite it word for word with all of like the music tracks and everything like in between and just make that be like the whole episode. We had like some other thing that we were doing with it. I don't remember what it was. I think James was gonna like there was something where I think James was gonna correct me if I fucked up on anything or like, like insert himself, but like we're pretty much gonna see like how much I could do and like we got a good while in. Like I got like 15 minutes in at least, like without messing like bare like it was like slight fuck ups if anything throughout it.
Yeah.
Um And I don't know, I think like 15 minutes in, I was like, this is fucking stupid. I was like, this is so dumb. I just looked at James and I got so annoyed at myself. I was like, this is the stupidest fucking idea I've ever had. But I don't know, looking back on it, I think we should have done it. I think it would have been pretty funny. Like,
Oh fuck yeah.
I think people that listened in would have either had one or two reactions, but it would have been the same reaction to watching Thanksgiving. It's like you're either gonna think it's hilarious or you're gonna think it's the dumbest thing you've ever seen. And I think it would have been worth it. And I regret not doing it, but yeah, man, I don't know. Thanksgiving, like it's an incredible movie. Like genuinely, I think the humor and just the timing of all the jokes in that movie is like top notch. Like it's definitely a bad movie. Like obviously, I'm not. I don't know. There's like I feel like there's levels to it where it's like people think a movie has to be a little too serious, and then they also think it doesn't have to be serious enough. I also fall into that too. Like I'm not gonna say I don't. Like I definitely on both sides of this very constantly, but like a movie like Thanksgiving, I think is just so outwardly not supposed to be a serious movie. And I think all the jokes in that movie are like actually very, very funny. Like there's great comedic timing in the movie. They repeat the same John Benet Ramsey joke 3 times.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's so fucking good. Like it's amazing.
Hell yeah. I think the only two movies I think, like just going off the podcast, that you got tired of was Evil Bong
Hmm.
and Amityville.
You're halfway right. You start off so strong. Evil Bong. I was actually just thinking about because same with you, man, how you start off the episode. I haven't posted a Horror Soup episode in a while. Scream's still been going, we still post that all the time, which like makes me feel bad about it. But life's just been different when it comes to Horror Soup. It's not that I don't want to do the show whatsoever. Like I actually miss doing it a lot. But I'm not gonna lie, since I've moved to Indiana, it's been hard.
Oh
Scream's
hell yeah.
different because I do that with Ashland Online, so it's like we've always done the same thing either way. So like, like when I come to town, it's like we'll do an episode in person, but it's like that's not how we primarily do the show. So it's like not much has changed regarding that. But when it comes to Horror Soup, I never realized it till I moved out of California, but I had a lot of friends over there that I wanted on the show and that I want to do stuff with. And I'll meet people over here, but then it's also like, some people I think are cool and I want like on the show, and then some people I'm like, oh well, you're actually a racist, weird Midwestern person.
God damn.
It's like,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
yeah,
Shit.
so it's like I don't know. There's like two sides. Like sometimes I'll meet someone that I think is like kind of cool, and then they'll say some out of pocket shit, and I'm just like, I don't really like you that much anymore. So I don't know. It's like half and half. Really more. It's less than half and half. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people that I met here I really like, but a lot of people that I met here I really don't like. And I don't know. People get pissed at me like in Indiana when I say that. They're just like, oh, well, you don't fucking yeah. Have you met half the people here? It's like I feel like so many people here are in denial. It's like I don't know. I get it. Like you live somewhere, you live somewhere forever, and like you get to know people, and like you get to know your surroundings and whatnot. And you're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. And it's like, yeah, you've probably met some good people in your time. In my experience, I think a lot of these people are fucking shitheads. And like, look, I don't give a fuck if you're listening. You're mad. Like, I don't care. If you can't admit that most of Indiana is fucking dog shit, this place fucking sucks. And I can say that about a lot of other places, but Jesus fuck, I hate Indiana. This place is terrible. Like, I don't want to invite any of these people on the show. And that gets to be the problem because it's like, obviously, like when I first started the show, I started with Bree, and then Bree left the show at some point, like really early on in the show, like in the grand scheme of things. Because I mean, she
Yeah.
left around like I think around episode like 70-ish,
Yeah.
maybe even before that.
Was that during the Shark Week? Not long after
Yeah,
Shark.
no, dude, you got your information on lock. I feel so humbled right now and like, thank you. Wow, like you got the timing down, like for sure. I even forgot about Shark Week. It was the World War Z episode.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yes, episode 62. That was the last episode. Not the last episode with Brie in the history of the show, because I mean she's still my best friend. She's came on the show many times since. But that was the last like episode where Brie was officially like on the show. Like she was like we were both co-hosts. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, yeah. So like after that, like obviously it's like I don't know. I think Horse Soup is I don't know mid 200s maybe low mid 200s right now. I'd say. So like there's been obviously a lot of episodes without Brie. So like I definitely kept the show going. But when I think about how I had that show going before, it's like I did get other people on the show, and I would get like actors and other people and whatnot on the show. But a lot of what I did was I would bring friends that I thought were cool on the show. Like it would
Yeah.
just be like friends that I've known like for a long time, like casual or closer, but like um I don't really have that in Indiana. I don't know. I haven't like I don't know where to go to meet people because I'm like, there's nothing fucking do here. Like I feel like the only way you meet people here is like you've known them forever. Like I don't have any history with this fucking place, so it's like I don't know that many people. I've met some people while I'm here and I fuck with them and they're cool, but it's like I don't and especially it's my fault too. I did live in a city where like I definitely had more people that I could bring around on the show, but I moved to a butt fuck nowhere city and like I literally live in a town with like 800 people and there's like cornfields next to me and like the city right next to me fucking sucks. Like the city next to me, I hate Indiana in a lot of ways. I hate this city so fucking much. Like it is a plague on the world. I don't think it should exist. It should be fucking leveled. Like if someone was gonna drop a bomb on this place tomorrow, and I no one would care. No one would bat a fucking eye. This place needs to be absolutely let off the map. Like I hate it. It's terrible. So yeah, like I don't know, it's harder to do the show now living in nowhere. And in a lot of ways I thought I was gonna be fine, and then I actually lived here for a while and I'm like, that this kind of fucking sucks. Kind of sucks. So I don't know. There's something in community when it comes to podcasts, I feel like. Could still do stuff, but it's I'm not gonna lie, like it's been different. And there's definitely an excuse a lot of ways on my part too. Like, I mean, I should definitely like I don't like going on hiatuses. I don't like doing that, but also like at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I'm not super happy here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
fuck it. Come to Kentucky.
yeah, man, I'll make some trips, man. Dude, I think that'd give me some inspiration, Like I could definitely bring it up, We could do some IRL stuff.
Oh fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Kentucky, Kentucky. If I'm gonna be honest, you'd be better off in Louisville, Lexington, and Northern Kentucky. So like Covington and Newport.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
you'd love Newport. You love Newport.
Yeah, I mean, the most fun I've had in Indiana is when I leave Indiana. Because I will say, like, the one good thing about Indiana is that it's in the middle of a lot of stuff. There's Chicago right to the side, there's Michigan right above, there's fucking Ohio, Philadelphia to the right, Kentucky right under. So, like, yeah, Louisville, shit like that. So, like, it is in the middle of a lot of stuff, which is cool. But yeah, the most fun I have in Indiana since I've moved here like 3 years ago now. It's like, yeah, just on 3 years ago, I think, like this month, last month. Sorry, burped. Anyway, yeah, I've had the most fun not being here. Like I went to Louisville once. It's fun. I had a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
fuck yeah, fuck yeah. When it comes to the podcast now, what is the future for Horror Soup and Scream? I feel like Scream is going to stay where it's at, but what about, I guess, mostly Horror Soup when it comes down to it?
That's a fair question, man. So it's in a weird place right now. I guess kind of like what I was getting to before. I didn't say it yet, but and I haven't announced this anywhere. So I don't have a co-host right now is really the problem.
Yeah,
Like I don't know who to do the show with. Like Horse Soup, since Brie left, has never been a consistent host thing. But there is like a good time where like again, like when I was doing it with random people, a lot of people that I have done the show with, I've had a lot of fun. But there is times where I've brought like, like random actors, writers, directors, whoever on the show. And I've just like, the way I like to, I don't really like interviews a ton. Like sometimes I'll do them and I like to like switch them up and make them interesting if I do. But I usually just like to bring people on the show to talk about a movie just in the way that I would with anyone else, because I feel like it's better to get to know someone like that. Like for essentially like for the audience members, but also just for me as well. But
yeah,
but yeah, like I've had a lot of good experiences with that, and I've loved talking to other people, and I love like messing around. But there is a few times where like not having a consistent co-host on a show, and then having to outsource to random people. It's like sometimes I have really good experiences, and I'm like, wow, I want to keep doing this all the time. And sometimes I talk to someone, I'm like, wow, I would rather bash my fucking head into a wall than ever have a conversation with this person again. Um, and when it comes to like releasing like a weekly show like that, it was very, very difficult for a long time because like if an episode turned out fucking terrible, then it's like, okay, how do I get something out by this like next release date before, just before missing the release, really? Like, how do I get something out when I just spent all this time working on this episode and it's fucking terrible because this guest that I have on didn't didn't really cut it, honestly. Like I don't want to say that, like I hate shit talking people, but also some people need to be like I
No,
don't
I
know.
get
Some
it.
of
I get it.
some of these people in the fucking industry have absolutely no personality. Like it's sometimes like that, and I haven't had a lot of experiences like that, but it has happened a few times, and it sucks when it happens. And like I really shouldn't get as deterred as I do, but genuinely I do. I get very deterred by stuff like that. It sucks when you work hard on something and it just doesn't turn out the way intended. And I don't hate that all the way. Like sometimes you're working with someone and it's someone you've worked with a ton of times and like everything goes good, but it's just a bad day. It's just off.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work out. And like, sometimes you got to scrap an episode, you got to record it again, and that sucks, but it doesn't suck as much as when you feel like you hadn't talked to someone before and you planned out for this and then it just doesn't work out well. So that is when I became very hesitant to do episodes with people if I haven't previously worked with them before. Like I usually like to do something lighter with them first, like something that isn't a full length episode. Because the thing that I've always thought about podcasting is, and that's really why I haven't put out episodes in a while, or like even like when I do as frequently as I do, because I really hate recording an episode and feeling like it sucks and then putting it out, because I feel like at that point I'd rather not put anything out.
No,
And
I get it.
it ends up being shitty too, because it's like then my consistency isn't as good. I mean, Core Soup went for like, I don't know, I think I went like 4 years without missing a deadline. Or maybe I did once in the entire time. It was like every episode came out every Monday. And that's ideally how I want a show to go. And I know it's like kind of backwards, like just doing it not at all in comparison to like, trying to accomplish that or something. But in a way, I kind of feel like, I don't know, my brain kind of goes like, if I can't do it like that, why do it at all? And it kind of sucks. Like, I don't know. I know that's probably not what people want to hear and what people that like listen to the show want from it. And sometimes I still try to like go out that, but I hate like coming back and then leaving, coming back and leaving. So I'm really trying to find my grounding again and find where that is that feels right. Because again, like I don't want to just put out shit all the time, because I don't know. I feel like when someone listened to a podcast, like if you're someone that's never listened to a show before, and then you listen to it and an episode sucks, you're more than likely never going to listen to that show again. So like I feel like you really only have one chance to impress most people with most episodes, and you're not going to get everyone. That's just not how it works. But I do feel like it can be minimized in a lot of ways, and just yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Just putting out an episode feels kind of shitty sometimes, and I think I've definitely put out episodes that I feel like just aren't perfect. But every
Yeah.
time I do, I look back on it and I'm like, that kind of sucks. And I'd rather that wasn't the thing, because I feel like for a long time, our catalog on Horror Soup was like everything that, like, even if it wasn't perfect, and a lot of them weren't, like, the whole show I feel like isn't about being perfect whatsoever. Like, I don't have perfect editing. I don't have like perfect delivery of everything. I don't let every word out beautifully. Like, I stutter all the time. I fuck up on stuff constantly. But I
Yeah,
feel like
horror
that's some of,
soup.
exactly, sloop. And that's some of the beauty of the show, I feel like, in a lot of ways. Like, I don't think podcasts have to be like this perfect thing. Like, we're not making a TV show. We're not making anything that like people need to like look up to and see as art. Like, I don't know. I feel like there could be moments in like, podcasts that are like, wow, wow, that was really insightful and that was really good. But it's like, I don't know. I don't really fully see podcasts as art. I feel like it's an artistic thing to do, but like also it's not, this shit isn't gospel. I like podcasts to
Yeah.
be stupid and fun and just like lighthearted and like not focus on like, I don't know, just really anything. Like I want my podcast to just be dumb as all hell and just chaotic, and if it goes weird, it goes weird. That's the fun of it. And I feel like a lot of times like I'm trying to replicate that, and I'm trying to like force myself to push out Horror Soup episodes, but it doesn't always feel so genuine. And like I felt like for a while I was trying to push them out and still meet these deadlines just to make it like, just to still get that consistency going, which I also feel like is very important. Like I'm like, me saying all this stuff doesn't, I don't try to, I'm not trying to undermine that at all. I think it's very important, but also I think at the end of the day, it's not the most important. Like, I would probably rather not be consistent and put out good stuff than put out shitty stuff and be consistent. And I feel like I've just been falling into a weird middle ground of that constantly. And it's like, and it's been going on way too long, genuinely. Like I feel like I've not been consistent for the past few years. And it really all ties down to like I know in the back of my mind I'm like it's where I live. Like I think I would have more inspiration if I had more fun with what I was doing day to day, but I'm really not. And that's not really like that's not on the listeners at all. That's not on anyone who likes the show. I feel bad about it constantly, and it also just like feel bad saying like, "Oh, I feel bad," but I'm not doing anything about it because it's like when your parent like is like being unfair to you when you're a kid, and they're like they can do something in their power to make a difference and to make it better, but they're like, "Yeah, but I don't want to," or like like I don't feel like doing it. It's not like convenient for me right now, and I feel very much like that's what I'm doing, and I hate it. And I hate it in a lot of ways. And I want to fix that, but I'm also just in a weird a weird limbo of like I want to fix that, but I also don't want to lie to myself or the audience and put out something that I feel like isn't good, you know? Because
Yeah.
I still love horror movies. Like I love horror movies. I love talking about them. I love having stupid conversations with people. I love sidetracking. I love just like doing whatever. Like it's the reason I'm on the show right now. Like agreed to do this with you because it's like it's not like I don't like doing podcasting anymore. I just don't like my approach to it anymore. And I think it's where I live. It's the people that I'm around. It's not that the people I'm around are bringing me down. I feel like the people that I've led into my life and I enjoy my life actually bring me up in a lot of ways. But it's just like not everyone has time to do stuff all the time. Not everyone wants to do stuff all the time. And I just don't know as many people over here. So I don't know. To like straightforward answer that question, I have no idea what's next for Horse Soup. I never want to quit doing it. Like I really don't. Like I want to get back into that grind and I want to get back to what the show was before, really. Like I don't know who it's gonna be with. I don't know what it is. Me and Bree were even talking about doing it again together. I almost moved to Missouri just to start doing the show with her again.
Shit.
Like that was a thing that we talked about. But now she's pregnant with twins, so
Fuck.
she's definitely gonna have her work cut out for her. So I think before that we were both open to the idea of it. Now, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean there's different things going on. So I don't know. It's hard to answer that question. It's a question that I really don't have the answer for myself, really. Um, I know deep down I want to start doing it again. I just need to get in a grind. I don't know if that means I get another co-host or like a partial co-host that like, helps fill in that gap for me to like, just make things consistent again and make it feel good. I don't know if it's like just getting like a few different people that like, I cycle through every so often and like, like I'm already good with and like we talk for a while and like do our thing. I don't know if it's me finding someone in person because the thing is I really love what I loved about Horse Soup and what I've loved like since I moved here, like the first year I moved here, we did a lot of video stuff and we were doing a lot of in-person
Yeah.
stuff and
Because I
like
remember the chapel. You had the chapel
yeah,
rose in the
yeah.
videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I set up like a church in like this basement in this house I was renting. And just like set up dolls everywhere and stuff and like we would do stuff down there and it was like it was a pretty wide open space and we were just able to fuck around and do whatever in there. And I liked that a lot. I'm in a pretty small house now, so like I can't really do that at the moment in here. And it also just like I don't know, I'm in a house that I bought that has a lot of problems. I still need to like try to figure out how to sue the person that sold me this house because they lied about a lot of stuff and just the house is terrible. Like a lot of it isn't grounded. I tried setting up studios and I was getting electrocuted. So like that kind of like
Yeah.
threw that off a little bit.
Is
So
this the same house where you had issues with where you couldn't be on screen? If I remember correctly, you
uh,
had house issues.
possibly, well, yeah, this house is filled with termites.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
think I've pretty much killed them now, but like it's still just like a thing of like I have to fix this house to sell this house. I'm not going to do the same thing that someone did to me and just
Okay.
pass it on. So like I need to fix this house, but it's not easy to fix a house that you still live in, when you have to tear down walls and like replace studs and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been a pain in the ass. Also, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so it's hard to get like anything done
Mm.
really. Um, so there's been a lot of problems with that. So I can't really do the same things that I was doing before with the show, which kind of upsets me. I'm still trying to figure out some kind of workaround to that. Um, but yeah, I want to get back to that. I want to get back to doing video stuff. I really want to like get people in person, but like I said, it's just been weird living in a different place and like, living in a place that you're not used to and not having as many connections as you did before. So, and yeah, I'm sure like you and a lot of like I mean I don't know if people listening like listen to my show or not or whatever, but like Um, just like if anyone does, like another thing too is that James was my co-host for a long time, like since I've lived here.
Yeah.
His life has been changing a lot lately. And we just can't do the show the same as we were before. And I mean, me and him is still good. It's nothing to do with us at all, like whatsoever. Like we still hang out, we still do our thing, like we still but doing the show has just become more and more difficult, like I mean, he's a father, his kid's getting older, like he's kind of going through the stuff that we went through in like, middle school and whatnot. So like
Yeah.
it's just a really different time and it's just like a lot of things have changed lately. So like I don't know, like there isn't a consistent the answer to the question is there isn't a consistent co-host. I don't know what I'm doing about that at the moment. I've been doing the episodes with Keanu lately, and like obviously whenever Kim comes around, and Kim comes over pretty often too, and every time we meet up, we try to do at least an episode or two. So like Kim is definitely one of those things that um I always have going for like, one of the co-hosts. But again, like I mean she lives in Chicago, which isn't insanely far from me, but like
No.
we just all have lives and all have things going on, so it doesn't connect all the time. So like I want consistency out of the show. I want I want it to feel right, and I'm trying to gather my goons. I'm trying
No,
to
I get
gather my
it. I
goons
get
and
it.
get all my goons in one basket so that the show can feel how it did and how I want it to. And yeah, I think it's not exactly an answer, but I think that's the answer I have.
You know what? You gave us something. That's all that matters.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
day, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Man, Caleb, it was amazing to have you on here. Like I said, best way I can put it, you are what Morbid is to you when you started up.
Wow,
If that makes sense.
thank you. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, thank you. That's
Yeah. Like I
Yeah,
said,
no,
it's
that's a huge compliment because again, like I said, Ash and Elena were huge to me when they acknowledged me. Like I shit, if it feels anything close to that, I'm honored. Like genuinely, I'm very honored
yeah.
because I was like I was very humbled when they told me that they fucked with me. I was like, oh shit, these people that I think are cool think I'm cool. Like that's sick,
Yeah.
dude.
Cause when you messaged me back, I was like, oh fuck. What the fuck do I do? When is it gonna happen? Oh shit, I'm stressing.
That's crazy, man.
Start
I never thought I would give that reaction to anyone because I don't know. I think of myself as just some fucking bozo that grabbed a mic and just like said bullshit. And like
Yeah.
really that's all I ever do. So
And I think that's why I fuck with you because I am the same way. Pretty much when I do my podcast, I do it unedited because I'm like, fuck it. If they fuck with it, they don't fuck with it. I mean, it's whatever at this point. I do it because I want to do it.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll let you know, I did a show called Donkey Fellatio for a good while.
I remember that.
Um
And I was,
that's still like I mean that's definitely not even probably that's definitely the least successful show that I've ever put out. But if I'm being completely honest, that's probably my favorite show I've ever done. Just because like I don't know, it's just we just did whatever. Like we would just fuck
yeah,
up. Like it was just like such a we didn't edit the show. That's where I'm going off of. Like we didn't edit the show. We didn't do anything to it. Like it was just like as is. Like there was sometimes that I edited it to make it a little funnier, like with certain like bits we were doing and whatnot. But for the most part, it was like we would just sit around and read scripts or just like make random characters or stupid shit. And just like, I don't know, we always had a picture of Don Cheadle sitting in the middle of the video. We would always have like this dinosaur hand that we just found in my buddy Sean's house. We just found it in a corner somewhere. We're like, yeah, just put that in the shot. Like, so I don't know. Yeah. I love that, man. I love just unedited, just bullshit. Like that's what I think is that's fun to me with podcasting. It's a
oh
lot of
fuck
fun.
yeah, fuck yeah. Like I said, you get the great stories. At the same time, you get real emotions. Like I love everything about it. I feel it. I most definitely feel it.
Oh yeah, man. I love your approach. I love the way you do this. Thank you so much for having me on. Genuinely.
Oh, oh yeah, hell yeah. But
You're a sick guy, Carlos.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. And at the same time, Bud Light, man, I fucking appreciate that even more.
Oh yeah, I forgot I asked you that question. We didn't finish it.
Oh
What's the
shit,
drink you drink now? Like what's your beer choice?
I'm about to go with Natty Daddies.
Natty
Natty
Daddy.
Daddies. Yeah.
I saw the can like briefly as you were bumping out earlier, and I was like, "Is this Keystone? Is this Nat?" Like, what? I couldn't tell what it was because I only saw like a little sliver. I think I saw some silver, and I thought it was Keystone.
Yeah.
Um, Natty Daddy, huh? Yeah, no, I used to be an avid Bud Light hater, probably even early on to Horror Soup. I think I've talked a lot of shit on Bud Light, and in my years, I have yeah, I'm a Bud Light connoisseur now. I'm
Yeah.
always drinking Bud Light.
See, Bud Light was a drink I always got just because it's Bud Light.
Yeah, it's like
And
16 bucks for a 24 pack. It gets the I don't think it necessarily gets the job. I don't really like I'm not a drinker that drinks to get drunk. I like to
yeah.
drink to just like vibe out. Like
Oh
I'm
fuck it.
chillaxing, dude.
A little tipsy, talk a little shit, but not over the top.
Yeah, cheers to that, man.
Oh
Cheers
fuck
to that.
it.
If
Fuck
anyone
it.
out there is drinking a Bud Light, you're cool.
Hell yeah. So one of my favorite ways of ending a podcast, I like to ask a random question, but you have to pick a number between 1 through 5.
So you're telling me you have different questions prepared for the numbers?
Yep.
Interesting. 1 through 5. Fuck, I had a number in mind and then you said five. I'm number one, baby.
Number one. Oh shit. All right. If you had to pick any horror movie universe to live in, what movie would it be?
I gotta live it. Oh, am I trying
Yeah,
to
you
have a good
gotta.
life or a bad life?
It's whatever you want.
That's whatever I want. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever horror movie universe I live in. Um, fuck. I feel like I feel stupid and like gay for saying this because we just talked. I think I'd have to live in the world of Thanksgiving. Like it'd have to be either that or Motel Hell. That's like kind of similar to like I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but James asked me some question a long time, like when me and James first ever spoke to each other, like after because I hit him up because I liked his podcast a lot, and then he was like, "Oh shit, I listen to yours too," and then we started talking, and first time I ever went on his show, he asked me something about something similar to that. My answer was Motel Hell, and my reasoning would be that it'd be like cool to just be one of those little cabbage heads with my throat slit and just like I don't know, just be a cabbage person that's like still living. That'd be cool. But I
What's a
think I'd have to be in
cabbage?
the world of Thanksgiving because I don't. That just sounds really funny. Like I'll do anything if it's funny, and that sounds really funny.
Yeah, as long as I'm not getting shit in my coffee, I feel like it'd be cool.
Mm. That part does piss me. The line, hilarious. Glad the shit looked very fake. Um, yeah, no. If someone shit in my coffee, I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be pretty heated, actually. Yeah,
Oh
no.
shit.
Thanksgiving. I would really love to be the turkey, but if I can't pick, that's fine. I'll still be in the world.
Yeah. If anything, Thanksgiving, at least I got a porn star.
And it'd
Yeah,
be
at least I got a porn.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wanda Lust. Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't. Damn. You remembered. I did not remember that shit.
Oh
Fuck.
yeah, Thanksgiving 1 and 3. She's the first. She's boobs in the first second.
Really? Oh, fuck. I never watched the second one.
Yeah,
I never.
it's not good. There's a grandma in there that's really funny. Um, But aside from that, I don't know. There's one line she has where she's like, I don't know, someone says something about her boyfriend D'Angelo. She's like, "Oh, stick D'Angelo's cock right down my fucking mouth." I don't know what she said. She's like, "I got his balls and jammed them so far in the back of my." I don't know what she said. It was something along those lines, but that was the funniest line in that movie.
Fuck.
Very
Well,
good
let,
line. Made me laugh a lot.
ladies and gentlemen, Thanksgiving is your choice. Well, Thanksgiving. Goddamn.
Thanksgiving
Sober
is a
up.
choice.
Yeah. 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 But that was the podcast. Caleb, do you want to shout out anything from Instagram, social media, podcasts, all that? Of course, but still,
Eh, I don't know. Do I need to? Just spent like fucking 45 minutes talking about how I don't know where it's going. I don't know. If you want to find, I don't know. We talked about Horror Soup, Scream. Look them up. You'll find
yeah,
them.
yeah,
if you want to find anything about it, I don't know. I don't care to just plug it too much. That my private or my personal Instagram is private nowadays, so I don't
yeah.
think I got
Wait a
anything
minute.
else.
You just made me remember. What
Uh,
happened for that shit to get banned? Or did you just turn it off?
my Instagram?
Yeah, because I remember you was gone for a little bit.
It gets like reported every so often. I don't know. I know I'm on like one of those last straws or something like that or whatever. Because I don't know. I'll just be posting dumb shit, and then I'll get like banned. I don't know. Last time I got like, I think I can't do a live for like a year or 2 years or something like
God
that.
damn.
And I think that was because I posted some NyQuil and I said like I got some shit for sale, like I don't know, something like that. I don't know what. I don't even think I said that. I think I said like I don't know. I posted NyQuil and I posted a joke with it, and they banned me for like drug activity or something. But aside from that, no, I don't. I've never been like banned on that account. I just deactivate it very often.
Okay, okay.
I go into like fits where like sometimes I'm just very bored and I'll just start like doom scrolling for like an entire day, and every time I do that, I get really annoyed and then I'm like, I'm just gonna deactivate this, so I just won't be on it for a while, and then yeah, now it's just private now. It's not like I don't know, it's not like a thing, but it's just a couple people that annoyed me. So
Gotcha. So shit, then fuck it. Not fuck it. Focus on horror soup then. Let's just focus on that then.
true,
The
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, just look them up. You'll fucking find them. Like all the Instagrams and like YouTube and like everything else are all named after the podcast. And if you can't find something that's named after the podcast, probably doesn't exist, or I don't go on it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't use a ton of the social medias. It's a bad content creator thing to just like not use all the social medias, but honestly, I very much hate social media and I really try to use as little of it as I can.
Understandable. I only use social media for the podcast. Outside that, fuck Instagram, fuck Twitter, fuck
Hmm.
OnlyFans, fuck all that shit. I don't give a
Hey, the OnlyFans though. Hey,
fuck.
hey.
Fuck. Well, shit. We'll end it on OnlyFans. That was the episode. I had a great host. Well, co-host, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Goddamn, Caleb from Horror Soup, and yeah, fucking
Yeah,
good
check out
night.
the Donkey Fellatio OnlyFans. Maybe it's still up. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. 15
There was
bucks,
one
10
episode.
bucks.
I don't know. There was one episode on it. Anyway, yeah, ended on OnlyFans. Check out Carlos's OnlyFans. I'm gonna make it for him after this ends.
$25.
Mm.
Hey, like I always say, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever the fuck you are. Hey, that's the episode. Talk all the junction. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me, man.